Hey, y'all, welcome back to Who Knows Best, the podcast where we dive into the world of Scentsy, share strategies for thriving in the busy season. I'm Cassie Bollinger. Today, we are talking about what to expect as we head into fall, how to prepare for the busy season, and why now is not the time to sleep on your business. We'll cover everything from handling price increases to tackling obstacles that could stand in your way of your success. Plus, we'll discuss Scentsy's exciting fall incentive and how to make sure you're prepped and ready for one of the most important seasons of the year. But before we get started, let's meet our incredible co-host. Y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I am Lisa Waxy Cats, and I am totally ready for fall.
And I am Robin Hatfield, and I actually just changed my wax today in my office to the Lord of the Rings, which is giving like a fall vibe.
Ooh, I'm excited. So what we'll do is we'll kind of do a round robin and we'll talk about, round robin with Robin.
Round robin. We have a Robin.
So, so I guess kind of the first thing is like, what do you do for fall to prepare? And are you even started? Like, what have you already started to do? And what are you going to be doing in the next month?
Which one of us?
Robin's going to go first.
Okay. We just went over this.
Okay, well,
I just put these in the mail today to promote the Harvest collection and the new fall catalog that we're coming, which, by the way, if you are in the Canva group, I'll have to look up the exact name. I actually share this template in there to my postcard. I share them once a month. So if you need a free template, you may want to hop in that group. I'm going to show what it looks like, but please be advised that this is for one-on-one communication only. And I say that because it has a licensed item on it.
I was going to say, you need to tell them why, just in case they didn't know.
Yes, because it has a licensed item. So I'm not sharing this publicly. I'm only showing consultants what the postcard looks like.
Yes.
Okay. So this is what my postcard looked like. I don't know if that's a good view or
there
not.
You go.
Okay. So a quick little look at it. And then on the very back, I'm going to cover up my address because, there might be some creepy people.
Little poster. There it goes. Okay.
Okay. So I cut my stickers in half, which we talked about 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
And I put my top 3 favorite. This one. I don't know what happened. The paper cutter got it wrong.
Hey, you can just kind of take your scissors and just make it like a weird shape and cool. And
it's okay. I don't need this one because it was an extra anyways. And so I cut my stickers in half, like I had talked about 2 weeks ago, and put I only got my top 3 favorite new scents for the catalog. So if you haven't seen that podcast episode, you need to go back 2 weeks. Okay. And so they get to smell my top 3 favorite scents, and look how many stickers I have left over from cutting them in half. Like I have so many left that I can utilize. Yes. I have a plan for them.
Good.
And so I mailed these. Usually I mail my postcard out to those who have ordered from my website within the last 4 months. Well, since we're stepping into a new catalog, I go back to the last 12 months because somebody just may be a fall lover. And so they didn't order a lot of spring, summer stuff for me, and that's fine. So the last 12 months, they get this postcard. They get to sniff the scents. It was like wanting to come out one big word.
I know, it's one to combine words.
And so I will go through and follow up with those that I mailed this to. My follow-up will be simple since all I have to do is run a report of the last 12 months, and there's the customers that I need to text. And so I only do this type of postcard twice a year to those who have ordered out longer because of the catalog change. So I'm hoping that this gains a lot of interest for this fall. So I just did that today. Those went in the mail, which, by the way, postcard stamps are the cheapest way to mail something.
How much are they?
They're like
56 or 58 cents, I think.
Something like that.
It's cheaper than the 70.
Used to be like 36 cents.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, I want to say that they're like 56 or 58 now.
I think they're like 53, 56
yeah.
cents. And I
Because the
mailed out
forever ones are 76 cents now.
70 something. I don't know. The
70
post
something.
office
Yeah.
is like outrageous.
Yes. 100 of
But
them cost
anyways,
you almost $80. That's just 100 of them cost you just under $80
Of the
well,
postcard.
I mailed
of the forever
No,
okay,
forever.
because I mailed at least 80 postcards and it cost me like $45. So
Yeah.
it wasn't a huge investment. Plus, I create them myself and I print them at home. So, I mean, it's like pennies on the dollar for that kind of stuff. And I get my cardstock from Walmart, which is like less than $10 for a big thing that'll last me at least 6 months. See, pennies on the dollar.
Yep.
I am a cheap consultant. Okay.
I get mine from Amazon. My
I've gotten them from there before, but then I'm like, oh, I gotta wait for them to ship out. I kind of need the paper now.
You're like
So
impatient. You're like, I have to have them now.
yeah. So I do that to help prep for fall and get a few scents underneath their nose. I used to do all 10 scents. Like I said 2 weeks ago, we ain't doing that this season.
Right.
So what I'm going to do with these remaining ones is I'm kind of stepping back into the party world a little bit. And I'm kind of following, if anybody knows Amber Dixon, I'm kind of following how she's doing it with her business page. I always hated groups. I always hated being invited to groups. And so when I heard that Amber was doing this, I'm like, okay, I think I could get on board with that. And so I have one booked for September 6th or 9th, one of those dates, whichever one is the first or second Monday in September. Anyways, so my customers
So are you so you're doing it a little bit different because she doesn't really have a set time. So you're gonna like your business page will run normal, and then on this time you'll actually like post it like you would a Facebook party.
Well, so I have been sharing consistently on my business page. And what I think I'm going to do is create like an event on my business page. So that way these people are at least getting notified. And I'll have a start date and end date. And then I can also go through and be like, hey, we're ending, I call them scent bashes.
Okay.
We're ending the scent bash on this date. Was there anything that you wanted? Do you have any questions? You know, that kind of jazz. And I have a jot form that's pinned on my business page, which my business page is just Robin Hatfield, Independent Scentsy Consultant. So if you need like a good little visual, go check it out. Okay. It's pinned to my page. And for their smell mail is what I call it, smell mail. I'm going to have them tag the people that they invited to that jot form so they can smell my 3 favorite scents.
Okay. So do you delete those after that party is over? So a new round, or are you going to put that jot form up every time when you have a new party?
It's the same jot form that just stays pinned right there, and they just tag their people.
Okay.
And if somebody is getting tired of the notifications, they can remove the tag.
Yes, they can.
So
okay.
It's up to them. It's up to them what they want to see. If they want to see everything, they can adjust their settings to see everything. If they only want to see highlights, they can adjust their settings to see highlights. If they're tired of seeing me, they can unfollow. Okay?
I gotcha. So
we're going to try some new things this fall because we need to adjust our sales a little bit.
Yes.
So I think those are the 2 things I think I wanted to touch base on that I'm actively doing for the new catalog.
Okay, so that's kind of your prepping. And so how do you foresee like your month of September? So you're going to have some of those Facebook party that are on your business page. Do you have anything else that you're implementing for fall with all the craziness of everything that we're going to have released and all the goodies?
There's so much to share. Like so much. So I'm spending this what is today? Tuesday?
Yeah.
When is the first? Sunday? Yeah, Sunday.
Yes, Sunday is the first.
I'm spending this week sharing different fall things to gauge interest. So today I shared the September warmer of the month, which actually got a little bit of traction. I was like, okay.
Did you see the Barbie glasses that some people have been putting on them?
I saved the one with the cowboy hats, and yes, I saved the one with the little itty
Whoa,
bitty
whoa.
glasses.
What cowboy hat?
Oh my god, Vicky shared it.
So
I'll share it in our group chat.
compliance is saying that that is out of compliance, and she took that down.
She came back and said that compliance said that she has to put a disclaimer in there saying
That it
that
can't.
she purchased these from such and such and include the link to where she got the little hats from.
Okay, I love that because I'm like,
Okay.
this doesn't sound right. This does not sound right that that's out of compliance to
Well,
decorate.
so
Right,
we
'cause
are,
she did
so if
alter
you
it.
modify, it's kind of like when we had the warmers that you could color. They did an Easter egg one, and you
Yep.
basically have to say, if you color it, then you have to say it is not colored, because people will be like, mine doesn't look like yours. Or the
Right.
what was it? Calabra? Do I say it right? The skull. that we
Oh,
had.
yeah.
Right.
People were like outlining and doing some coloring on there to look like the warmer we're about to get, but it's not in the shape of a skull. With the Cocoa collection. But it's yeah, so I could see that because I had seen it in a consultant group that somebody had bought the Barbie, the blue and the pink Barbie
Yes. And
sunglasses.
yellow. Yes.
In yellow, yeah. I think I
I was
only saw
like,
the
how
blue.
cute.
So I talked about it when I showed my VIPers and when I did it on my YouTube, I showed them like the warmer and I talked about it, but I don't have any. I mean, my girls I don't even know where their Barbies are at. So I think they're either in their memory boxes or they probably got,
I
Amber
mean,
was
and I
very
can send you a few.
No, 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 no. I'm good. I don't have to worry about stepping on any shoes or whatever, like the weird, odd, the little camping stuff that has the little drinks, because those things are just as bad as Legos when you step on those things.
I am so happy that that's not out of compliance because you know that I want to put cat ears on mine. I want to I'm going to have to make them. Right? Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Oh.
yes.
I commented to Vicky and I'm like, tell me if the email address has an FW in it because it might just be Field Watch and they might just be mistaken. Something could be off. Or what about the bunnies we put on our warmers? Remember that one year those little bunnies from Target were hanging off of everyone's warmers? And I'm like, that wasn't out of compliance.
But so I think it wasn't, but they weren't really sitting on the warmers, were they?
No, they were like hanging
off
the side of the warmer.
This doesn't make any sense. Like, why would that be out of compliance? Like, we've been doing this forever. So, oh my gosh, I'm so happy you said that because I wanted to make little cat ears, like little ones like this, just like out of paper or something. I don't know. And stick it on them. But then when I read that post, I was like, hey, I guess I can't do cat ear on my ghosts.
So what if you did double-sided tape and made it almost look like a headband so it would kind of fit on the top here, and then you could adhese your little
things,
your little ears.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be so cute.
Yeah, I had to have.
All right, Lisa. So what are you currently doing, or what have you just finished up for fall? And then what are you going to be doing in the next month or so?
So my big thing is, on social media. So my thing was getting the sales kits, getting the pictures taken, sharing all of my favorites, sharing the wax that I've been using from the new 10 cents, and the Harvest Collection bars, taking pictures of the warmers and all the new products. Like that's my main thing. So that's what I have been doing, and collecting pre-orders along the way of people who are interested in it. And I have catalogs coming, but my catalogs are for home parties so that they can actually see something, in person. Otherwise, I sent out, or I have it composed to send out a link to all of my customers with the flip book catalog, and offering them all a personal shopping link if they would like it, and explaining that a little bit in the email as to what it is and what they can benefit from having it. And also, I'm putting myself out there a little bit with mentioning in that if they are local and would like a home party, I would be willing to do it, because my amazing customers, who is a large family and they kind of all take turns having home parties, I have done enough with them now that I think that I am comfortable to try it with somebody that I don't know as well. I mean, I didn't know them that well when I started, and now it's like going over to family's house. So
there you go.
I'm going to offer the option of doing those. And that's my main stuff like that. I just keep it simple because pictures and the products are why I joined. So anything that has to do with those, well, products are why I joined, but then I love taking pictures. So basically,
You're so good at it.
I I love it. I look forward to it. It's weird, I know, but I had so much fun doing the little haunted barn thing with the little ghost things. And I don't know, that's just my favorite thing. And social media is just, I know you cannot post and pray. No, you need to interact and engage with people. You need to, you need to have a presence on there, not just like post a photo and then run off and think that you're going to get a bunch of orders. You do have to interact with people and talk to people and tag people and all the things. So I spend a lot of time doing that because you have the world at your fingertips, literally right there with you. You can reach everybody, and at any time. It doesn't even matter. Like, it doesn't even matter what time of day it is. When they get on, they'll see it. So that's been my focus. I don't do a lot of mail outs. I already explained how I do my happy mail. Every so many orders, I send something from the website. So I don't really do happy mail. If they want to smell it, I do offer that in the email. And if they want to smell something, I will definitely send it. But I ask them what they would like. So, and that's about all I've done so far.
Okay. Well, I love that, especially with the social media. And we talked about, we probably do need to do a whole podcast just on social media, just about like what to do. Because when Amber had told me about running her parties on the business page, that kind of changed, this month was a big goal for me. I wanted to hit, after I hit my 1,000, I hit it in the first week. I was like, I'm going for 2. Then I hit 2. And I was like, well, crap, I still have 2 more weeks left of the month. I hit 25. So, and it was very intentional this time. I mean, I always post. I post on my VIP, I post on my personal, and I post on my business page, like occasionally. But I have intentionally pushed myself this month to sell with that 10% off. So for me, I haven't really even started on my fall stuff. I did do my big home party. Their orders came in. I finally got them all separated and in their thank you mail. So I separate everything, and I'm a little anal, but I like do this card with different colors. So I can say this person had this many bags. This person had this many bags, because there's a lot of diffusers that were sold, and one bag, one part of the diffuser
isn't enough. Yeah. It's big.
just so big. So I categorized it, but each one of them got all the fall things that I have. So I did product lists. I didn't give out catalogs because I'm the same as you are. I get one set of catalogs for the whole year, and I use those for home parties. So to get product lists, I did print off my like it, love it slip, but I didn't do a trifold this year. I just did a rack card. On the back of it has the favorites, and my stickers, I just cut them. So I just took right here. And I got one of my Ziploc baggies. So let's see if you can see. So I cut them all up. I put the Ziploc baggies. So they're going to get a full size sticker if they are 1-on-1. When I mail them out, I'm going to do the same thing that Robin did, and I'm going to cut them in half, and then I'll stick them on there. So I figured that way they can get a full sticker if they are in person and they're ordering from me and they're picking up from my house. I'm trying to do more for them and my clubbers, because those are the people that I want to keep. Like, you reward what you want repeated. So I want them to order online, and I want, but move stuff to club. I like to just spoil my clubbers and then the in person. So I honestly haven't, normally by the end of this month, because my transition months haven't been very good. But I also hadn't worked it like I've worked this month, and I'm full steam ahead. So this whole week is reaching out to my customers and getting stuff set up, because I got to book parties. I gotta start working on parties and everything, and starting to front load my month of September. So I already have 2 orders for the next month for the 2 people I sent messages to already ordered. So I'm like, okay, well, I will collect money from you on Friday, kind of thing, because you can't collect more than 3 days prior on money. You can collect the orders, you just can't do the money. So that's like, I'm kind of behind on the game, but this is why this business is so different. So there's a lot of people, we talked about this at the beginning when we talked about transition of when do you start sharing next month's stuff. And for me, it's always once I hit my goal, I shift to the next month. And
Mhm.
a lot of times I wasn't even hitting my goal. So I backed my goal down to like 1,000 a month in sales before, which income disclosure, which then I would shift my gears to try and go kind of back and forth until maybe I hit a little bit more here, but then I could front load. Now that I've hit this is the largest month I've had in 3 years. So this for me, putting full forth the effort. And I'll tell you what, I have been posting on my business page, like I post on my personal page, and I'm getting a lot of traction ever since I started doing doing it like a Facebook party in a way. I do 2 to 3 posts of
Mhm.
things. I'm sharing more now that I'm getting out of the house with school. Like summertime, I wasn't leaving because why do I want to go outside? It's 180 degrees outside. I
Yeah,
don't want to go outside.
over that.
But with the weather, it's starting to get nicer and I'm out and about with at school. So I have other posts that I'm posting. And, I'm intentionally having conversations also about either the harvest, the fall. But one thing we had said in our little chat was with LTOs and all this holiday and the harvest stuff coming along, with everything else that we have releases, that catalog that we are getting, the fall and winter catalog is amazing. The
So,
stuff that they have put together in little groups. So if they go through and sort from our website starting next month, you'll see different styles, just like our catalog shows. It's like these are group of warmers that are, what is it? It's like the
house.
rustic. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like rustic. And then they have the little pig and the cow. And then you have the more classical, elegant warmers that are very simple, but they're very elegant because they have a lot of beauty in the simplicity. And then
Mhm.
you have our other ones that are just kind of a little bit, we have some,
Jazzier.
yeah. And so this holiday season, or even through harvest, pick something you just love and start sharing about it because it doesn't matter. There's no way you'll be ever able to share every single thing out of that catalog, but don't put of your all of your posts just about harvest or all of it just about like holiday. You need to be using that catalog because those things are guaranteed to be there or at least ship out until the end of January. Like January, February is when they start to turn it
Mhm.
off before transition if we run out. Those are always iffy, but man, that catalog starts on the 1st, which is Sunday. And there is so much stuff in there. Like I flipped through this and I've already pinned a whole bunch of stuff that I'm like, I need this because I've been saving up my parties.
And I think a
Same.
lot of what customers like about our LTOs is that it's a specific thing coming, and sometimes it's a bundle, or sometimes it's only 3 items. Like when you like the Disney LTOs, it'll usually be like a buddy, a warmer, and a bar.
Right.
So there's not such a plethora of options to choose from. So if you go and you take the catalog and you're like, oh, I like this warmer right here. Maybe I could pair that warmer with and go to the brand new wax page. Choose 3 waxes that you think kind of fit with that warmer. In the back, we have the Scentsy systems where you can do a $45 warmer. Where are we at? A 45, or say just as an example, $45 warmer and 3 bars, $60. You don't have to wait for an LTO of a bundled item. You don't have to wait for them to come up with a curated bundle. You can make your own little curated bundles, your own little bundles, your own little themes anytime you want with everything in here that is not going to sell out and not come back. We rely so heavily on the hype from the LTOs, but your market, your customers are going to be hyped on what you hype up because that's what they see. So if you want to focus on things that aren't going to sell out,
And you could almost change it like weekly. Say this week
yeah,
I'm going to promote this
yeah.
warmer and you can change up the bundles of wax. And you guys, it doesn't have to be the exact wax. So if you didn't buy all the new waxes that are coming out, you can find other colors that are very similar or it doesn't
Yep.
even matter. You could just take
So
any picture and just say this is it. Now, I didn't realize that because when I first started, somebody had done like a rainbow wax. And I was like, that's so cool. What scents are those? And the girl goes, I don't know. I shared it. And I'm like, well, the customer wants those scents. So I need to know what they are. Well, look, if the customer doesn't know and I don't know, then it doesn't matter. Just find a pink one, find a yellow one, find a red one. Like
that goes with your, yeah.
so if you find pictures, like Lisa's done a lot of different pictures with the harvest stuff. And there's sometimes she puts it just on the side where the names aren't shown. So you can say, wow, that's kind of a maroon one. So that's real easy. I can pick something out of spice. And oh, that one looks kind of beige. So that could either be bakery or fruity, or maybe, gosh, even we don't have much citrus. But you could pick something similar to it and say, these are it. Or would you like to, do you want to substitute one? These are the pre-made ones. And then you could ask them if they don't like that scent, well, what would you like to replace it with? Because it's our bundles. It's so that's awesome. I know that another thing we wanted to talk about was some people have been talking about the price increase. And I know that Lisa she's really mulled over this, because Lisa's one of those of like, if they're going to increase the price, there's got to be a reason. And so what have you kind of figured out, and what have you shared with some consultants?
Well, first, one thing I figured out, that most of the time people are upset about something, it is a lack of understanding. And not even like a lack of understanding, like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. No, I mean, like, you haven't seen past catalogs. If you weren't here in 2006, you might not have seen a catalog from 2006. So you might have no idea what the prices were back then. But my friend Jamie, she's an SSD, she shared her first catalog the other day, and our room sprays in that catalog were $7.95. Up until this season, they were only $8. That's 18 years that we have not had an increase in the room sprays. And the only reason they are now is because we upgraded the formula. So they don't, and our hand soaps, those went up, and they made the bottle bigger. Like, most of the things that they do, they're giving something also.
Yeah.
And they're not, like, the scent circles were $2.95 in 2006. Well, right now, currently, they're $3. That's a 5-cent increase in 18 years. And even when they go up, I think I calculated it out to, well, they don't go
it's
up.
Like it was like a dollar. It was $1 something.
It was 38 cents a piece. Is
38,
all.
Okay.
Yeah. So before you get upset or mad about something, look at the why, and look at when the last time they even did something like this was. Because I expected this catalog to be so full of price increases, because look at the world. I mean, milk goes up like daily, bread goes up, gas goes up. I mean,
gasoline goes up. It's crazy.
I mean, my bills went up $112 in one weekend, and they're the same thing. Like, we didn't get anything from it. This is just now what Comcast costs. This is now what Amazon costs, or whatever. Like, so you don't have, I mean, you don't really realize how good we have it until you start looking back at the past. And some of these other companies are skyrocketing prices. I mean, even like we said, the regular daily items have gone up so much, and we really haven't. And so to be able to share that information, even with your customers, to let them know, like, look, we don't just price increase because everybody around us is.
Right.
Because I think a lot of companies do that. They're like, oh, well,
they see something go up in price, and it's more expensive over there. So let's go ahead and raise ours because that's more profit. And I think
we don't partake in that. If it be raised, they don't raise it. So it's incredible, really.
I've never, like, when wax bars used to be $5 and they increased it to $6, none of my customers questioned me about it. It's not something I went and was like, hey, by the way, I just want to let you know that wax bars are $6. No, I just told them what the price is and they paid. No one threw a fit. 99% of the time, customers aren't going to question you. They're just going to, either they want it or they don't. They're going to pay the price or they're not. And
that's it. If they look across all companies, like all companies right now, if you took what Scentsy provides for us for our website, so our websites are $15 a month plus tax. So depending on where you're at, it can vary. But
wait, people pay tax on their website?
IPWS, no. What do you guys do in Texas over there, Texas?
We don't have, it doesn't come up as $15.
Oh, mine's 15 even, and
That
my
was mine.
750 even. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways, so I guess just in Texas, I'll have to look that up because,
My bad. I was just curious.
or is it 15.90? Like, how much is it a month?
15 even.
15.
15 even. Nope.
I mean, I pay more for everything else in California, so it's fine. You can go ahead and pay that extra on your
I don't know. It's the tax on it. I don't know. So I'll look that up. Anyways, I'll look it up after we're done so I can add this into the description. But so no matter what your website is, it's $15 a month. But the stuff that they provide for us. So they did do an increase on the website and everybody started to balk at it. But for your commission, if you are a brand new consultant making 20% commission and you sell $100 a month, that's $20. That pays for your website. So right there, I always said I would quit Scentsy if I wasn't able to provide for my website or anything else I have, like my subscriptions, because I want to make sure I'm making money, that I'm not losing money. Because in the beginning, I was not taught to not have stock. That was the problem. It was like, oh, every time you close a party, make sure you get things and get things. But then I got things and I have things. Now I've dwindled down a lot. Y'all see my buddies. The buddies are mine. Like I paid full price for those. We don't get discounts on buddies because they're licensed. Any of the other ones that are not licensed that I have that you can't really see because they're over there. Those I got for free. I don't pay for my buddies. Those are my buddies. But when you look and break down all the things that they have raised prices on, when you're talking with your customers, if you make it a big deal, like our shipping or, oh, they're raising prices. If you sit there and go like, I can't believe, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, but they're raising prices. So that means you're going to have to pay an extra $3 for this or that, or in that, if that's
That is tacky.
like
Okay.
if you talk to your customers that way, and yeah, they're going to get upset because you just told them the reason why they need to get
We're
upset.
not.
More
And
dollars.
when fucking Walmart, the greeter doesn't be like, "Hey, milk one up. Hey, have a good morning."
Yeah.
No, I just don't freaking milk.
I mean, and it's like, and every time I'm like, if they say anything like, hey, your total is blah, 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 blah. If we're shipping, it's $10. Like, oh, did the shipping go up? It's like, no, they just made it even for everybody. And that's how I said it. It wasn't that it
I
went
love
up.
that.
It was even for everybody because before it used to be gauged on the amount. It was 10% up until
I think
350.
80. Wasn't it?
No,
was it
100 and then 500 was the 200. If not attached to a party, you could get free shipping. Otherwise, it was what, $8, and then from 201 or 200 even attached to a party.
That's right. It was 10%.
Yeah, that sucked.
And so I just told everybody that no, they just adjusted. It makes it even for everybody. So it doesn't matter if you order one item or 1,000 items. I always throw in 1,000 because I want them to just order a lot of stuff. But but it's just all about how you present it. And if
But
you
then that gives you the club opportunity because they get discounted shipping. So
and 10% off, and I have
how are you going to spin it?
right? Because I always tell them, I'm like, well, if you're especially for whiff boxes, things that you can only get discounted in Scentsy Club. Anytime they order items like that, if they balk at it, I'm like, look, create a Scentsy Club. If you only want to try it this month, after it ships, you can go cancel it because it's free to cancel, free to modify, and free to start it. Like there's no extra fees. If you don't want to continue getting it, you can add it in every month and then take it out and then add it back in whenever you want it. And I mean, I'm really flexible with my customers on if you want the whiff box, then as soon as I find it, I'll send you the picture. And if you decide you want it, then go ahead and just, start it back up again, add the whiff box in, you get your 10% off and you get your $8 shipping. And if you want to add your wax into there too, if you actually get more than $60, especially if you have $60 of wax or more, then you could get the whiff box half price. So I just give them the options. It's just kind of like when someone orders a 6-pack of wax, I always ask them, do you need extra bulbs or cotton cleanups? Now, I offer cotton cleanups. I was not a fan of the mini. I like it as an option.
The large ones are coming.
But I like it as an option, but I didn't want it to be my only option. So when they decided to bring it back for this next, I've been messaging everybody who used to order the cotton cleanups. I'm like, hey, we now have an option because I would get the minis, maybe one package, And then I'm going to buy like 10 packages of the regular cotton cleanups because I had enough stock because I had them in my Scentsy club every month. So I had enough stock to last me these last 6 months when they took them out. I was like,
wow.
fingers crossed. Oh, girl,
You
I
weren't
stocked up
playing
on
around.
during 2020. They were only an option for people with Scentsy Club.
That's right.
And I started stocking up on them because I would get random customers that were locals like, hey, I want to get a thing of cotton cleanups. And I didn't want to give them my only package. So I started doing 2 to 3 packages at a time until I had about 20 of them. Now, I don't go through a package a week. I go through maybe a package, maybe a month. So I think I had 10 of them at the beginning of the season. And I sold a couple of them, but I always made sure I had enough because I changed mine it takes about 2 cotton cleanups, the large ones, to empty my warmers in the house. This next time it will take a little bit more because I added more wax this time. I am
the PWS thing after you're done.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
Because you were talking about how the PWS, changed or whatever, the 15, or we were talking about changing prices. When that went up, it was the first time that it ever had went up since they got a PWS, right? And they had on the subject of when they raise things, they usually give something back. Well, has anybody used Scentsy Connect? Because that's all part of it. So sometimes,
and it's no additional cost.
Yeah, it is free.
A free app.
Behind the scenes, they're doing things, and sometimes they're things that we know about, but we can't mention, or they're they're just things, right? So we're just like, you guys hold on, you'll see, it's going to be worth it. Well, this is another one of those examples. When they raised it, no, it wasn't here yet. But don't you think things like the queue, the automatic bundling,
I love that. That is my favorite feature.
Well, all of that took them paying the IT department people and paying for software and programs and all of these things in order to create that. So I just wanted to, before we got totally off that whole, what we just talked about with it.
I was thinking the same thing, and I'm like, I hope somebody brings this up because we got a lot of added features and bonuses with the website upgrade.
Yes.
Yeah. I think what threw me off was because I do pay $15.99 a month.
What? Texas is bigger and everything.
That's what it comes through. So if it's not tax, then I guess we need to check into that. But it's $15.99 a month. I get charged every month. So you guys sure it's a flat 15 that you're getting paid?
Mine is 15.
Okay. I'm just checking. I need to check into that because
but now I know, because I literally had a teamie ask me today about it, and I was like,
I was pretty sure there was tax because even when it was $9.99, it came up like 10.7 or 10.
What?
Yeah.
What was it? $9.99? Are you sure this is the website, not something else? Is this like?
I don't have anything else that would run every month on my anniversary month.
You have Photofy or anything?
Nope.
No.
Oh, I know what I have. I have it open for Canada and Mexico.
That's $7.50 a month, even also.
Oh, then no, that wouldn't be it. So I don't know.
That's weird. Maybe I know certain states will tax shipping and other ones don't.
But it's not shipping.
No, but it's a service. Certain states tax services.
Okay.
And
so I'll have to check into that. So I'll have to check into that and see, because I looked on my bank because I wanted to make sure. I was like, did I mess it up? But it says Scentsy, it's a recurring charge at $15.99, and I don't have anything else that's $15.99. Like, there's nothing else.
Order history.
Huh?
Go look in your order history.
Oh.
Because that'll actually say the PWS subscription. That's how I know mine's 15. Because it pops up there. I don't have it. I just have it come off my pay portal. I leave all my money. I leave a ton of money on my pay portal for like anything.
That's what I do too with my website. I just have my little prepaid card thing linked.
It's 99 cents for tax.
That sucks for you.
Yeah. Well,
so that's something, but y'all need to know this because on your teamies, if you have anybody who's in Texas, if it's just a Texas thing, then you need to make sure that they know it's not 15, it's $15.99.
I have never had anybody be like, hey, why is my website 15?
I've had to, because I know that I have people in Missouri that it's $15.99 for them.
What? I'm in Missouri. It's not $15.99.
It's $15.99. It's tax. I don't know. That's what, because I have one teamie that's not very far from you.
Yeah, she pays $15.99.
Yeah.
I'm
Shut
so
up.
right now.
I'm about
So
to go to my order history because I swear it's 15 even.
I
okay,
don't-
so y'all look. I mean, hey, this is what this podcast is for. We got to figure out because we are in all different states. Now, of course, Jackie and Robin are both in the same state, so there's a lot of stuff that's it. But y'all need
Yeah,
to
but
look
we're
up
two
your order
different
histories.
counties, so I
You're
don't
two
know.
different counties, but it doesn't tell me it's a county tax or whatever. It just says tax 99 cents.
Well, I'm gonna see because mine comes out on the 3rd of the month.
And see, mine comes out on the
Yeah, mine's $15 even. PWS
Okay.
subscription. That's weird.
That is weird.
Because she's literally like 15 minutes from me.
Yeah, she's
But I
not very
mean,
far.
well, and I'm in Savannah and she's in St. Joe. So I don't
Yeah.
know if it's like a,
Is
because
there
I'm in
an,
the county and she's in the city.
Is there what?
an upgraded PWS that we don't know about?
Well, maybe I'm just more special than you are. I don't know. So I guess that's something I'll have to call Scentsy on tomorrow. I mean, if we finished up early tonight, I could because they're open till 9. But but yeah, so the websites that we have, all the upgrades that they're doing, all the app that they've added, there's features on our workstation. Now, the features on our workstation is just that's free. Like that, those items there and the Scentsy Connect is free. But to have that website, I've gotten so in the last year, I've had a lot of reinstates, and a lot of them I didn't know.
15 even.
Okay.
It's so weird. I don't understand.
It's very weird. So I need to get screenshots from y'all because I'm going to call into customer service and find out why they're going to say I have the best one because, Texas is the best. And so they charge us a little more for being amazing.
I'm asking Siri. Hold please.
Oh, okay.
Oh yes, Texas imposes a 6.25% tax on all retail sales, leases, rentals, most goods, as well as services.
So maybe that's because it's a service.
Yep.
Well, but then
But then
that
I
would
got to
only
figure
be
out
94 cents. I'm doing the math.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, like I said, I will check into that. So if y'all are watching this, I will definitely have an update, but it may not be updated. I'll probably upload this tonight. It'll be updated tomorrow after I get with customer service just to verify what's the difference. And then I'll verify with my teamie, just to verify of what she's paying because I do want to make sure that we do accurate information. And that's why I was like, I really thought I was going insane. I'm like, what do you mean y'all don't have to pay tax on it? Because I pay tax. And then you guys made me feel like I was wrong. I was like, I'm telling you, it's $15.99 a month. So
I'm still trying to download a calculator for that. That's what I'm over here doing.
oh my gosh,
You
don't
have
download.
a calculator on there?
I gotta.
on my
Don't
iPad.
worry about. Hey, don't worry about the math. That's not part of your.
I
Upset.
have a calculator on my iPhone. On my iPad, I don't because I bought it for business, and all I use it for is YouTube watching.
That's your business is YouTube watching?
That's what I do on my iPad for business. Okay.
By the way, this scent is so good.
I
It's
know.
like
I did not think I was
fully melted. Oh
it's
my gosh.
so good.
I'm obsessed. I'm gonna have to club
good.
it.
Seriously.
I did get it, but I have not smelt it yet. So
Oh
it
my
came in my
gosh.
it came in my order with this other with this big party. I went ahead and added a couple things of mine because it was already coming to my house and it was free shipping. So it wasn't like I was trying to make them pay for shipping. She ordered enough. They had over $600. It was free shipping. So I just added a couple items in just to get here, but I haven't smelt it yet because this bag, like this is how much they love wax. Pick up the bag. Oh my gosh. This was one person's order. This is all wax.
I love wax. That's like
So
I love that.
They have not had a consultant in over 10 years. And again, guys, this was a lady I met at an event. I don't like to do events. And I only do because I'm in Texas. I only do them either at a school or church indoors where I have AC at least. I have electricity. They have to provide electricity so I can turn my stuff on. I take my diffusers. And this lady has bought a diffuser and a shade from me every time I've seen her. And she said she lived in Burleson. I didn't realize Burleson to me is normally 20 minutes away. And so I was really overthinking of like, I got to leave like an hour in advance because it's rush hour traffic between 5 and 6. I was supposed to be there at 6. So I was like, I'm going to have to leave at like 5:15. Ladies, she lives 11 minutes down the road because she's in one of the small little county roads that's still considered this other town. And I was like, oh, she's 11 minutes from my house. Like, it was great. It really was. When I sent her that message, all she said when I got there, she goes, I'm just trying to help you get to Greece. That's it. And I was like, she goes, so I was like, it's been a while. And my friends were like, yeah, I hadn't bought Scentsy in years. So when I started showing them testers, they had never seen the small testers. That's how long it's been.
Yeah.
So these ladies spent almost 45 minutes smelling every single one of those testers. And then they were like, now I mix mine because there's stuff that moves from catalog to catalog. And some of mine, when I notice they're old or they're discolored because it's just, I've had them forever, I try and toss them out. But I was just like, I got these testers. I'm just taking it what it is. I think there was 2 scents that were missing because they were cracked and I wasn't going to worry about 2 scents because there's a lot of other scents. And these ladies went nuts over this wax. Every single one of them got at least a 6-pack, if not more. And I talked to them about clubs. So whenever I drop them off, I have information for them for club. If any of these you want to keep.
And with club, because they just ordered, they can put what they want in there and not have to pay today. They can pay at a later time.
Yes. Yes. I talked to them.
For those who don't know.
Yeah. While I was there, I told them that if we started a club, that they could do it to where it wouldn't process till later. And that if that's what they're wanting to do on their club, then I'd walk them through it, or I would do it myself with them there. So I could be like, put what you want in here and I'm going to show you how to do it. Because ever since Miss Lisa gave us the whole insight of how to not have.
Okay, don't do that.
They'll be giving all the tea away.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, like, there are certain ones that I want to keep, but if it's available right now, I remove them. But I like, sometimes I forget. So when it gets close, I have to add them back. Yeah. But there's always a way to maneuver around different aspects of our business. And once you find a little tidbit, what?
You just have to play with it. Go into whatever and just play with it. And you'll see there's all sorts of different ways to do things.
So, all right. So do we have anything else that you guys want to say about fall, or do we have anything else that y'all want to tidbits of maybe like one thing you're looking forward to that maybe you don't have? I know Lisa has all the new warmers. So
well, I'm for sure getting that stack of books warmer. That was like my all-time favorite. I'm like, oh, that goes with my decor so perfectly, and I'm gonna get it for free. So I am looking forward to that warmer.
I'm looking forward to the diffuser warmer, that the shade that looks like a Halloween house.
Oh my gosh.
Because for me, since I've been in, I try to get one of each shades because I do events. And I get the ones, even if they're discontinued, the prettiest ones I always take with me to show them how you can change them out. And I have 2 bases. So they sit up on each side of the table and I will alternate them and show them, and I'll have 2 or 3 shades around there so they can see. And I always put like a little sticker on it saying that this is not available right now. But it's to give them an example of what they have looked like. Because some of them that have like the shine is no longer going to be in our catalog starting next month. But if we have something later on in the future that has those kind of like crystalline pieces on the outside, that way they can at least see it. And like the flower, the enrich, I have the enrich, but I don't have the other one, was like an enchant. So they're similar because they have flowers on them, but they look different. And so one's kind of more mosaic than the other. But that's what I'm looking forward. Lisa, what are you looking forward for fall? Like, is there any particular warmer or
everything for Lisa?
Anything?
Everything. The entire harvest collection is coming home with me 100%. There's like the cocoa stuff I'm not getting.
I'm not getting that either.
I gotta have Miguel.
No,
Not a big like Coco fan.
Oh
Neither
my
is he.
I don't hate it, but like I said,
I think it's super adorable.
Yes,
It's
definitely.
just not for me.
No, it's not my style.
Well, I'm a buddy, and I mean, like, you know, you can tell I'm a buddy
Clearly.
fanatic. Well, so a lot of these, so when they started bringing back some classic ones, like when they brought out Looney Tunes, like that was what I grew up with.
Same.
And I did not intentionally start my business thinking I'm going to keep every single buddy. And for a while there, I was buying every single buddy. Now I'm a little choosier, but I don't get some of the nonsensey ones unless I have an extra credit or something else. And I'm like, oh, I don't have that one. I'll get it. Unless it's really cute. Like I like the seasonal ones. I like the ones that's like at Christmas time.
The
when we do.
Scarecrow buddy, it's
know.
on my list. Like that is going to be perfect for decor.
Yes. The Scarecrow.
The Scarecrow buddy.
Do you have Scratch? You don't have Scratch. You need to get me as a buddy.
No, I don't have that.
Well, if they come back out, then I'll get a cat. I have the black cat from last year. So what was he? Was he Star or something?
Yeah, I took that one's skirt off. I didn't like her.
Oh. Well, I have an all black cat now. So, a little tidbit. So since we have a little bit of time, my daughter finally came and picked up her cat and took her to the apartment. And she's been there since Saturday. So it's only been a couple days. I get a frantic phone call that she's missing yesterday. I jumped in my car. She's 20 minutes away. I was already in bed. I had to get dressed. I was like, I jumped in the car. I went over there and she found the cat in the closet. She thought the cat got out of the apartment. Now, these apartments aren't like normal apartments. The doors are interior. But there's not like stairs. There's stairs, but they're behind a door. So there's not like for a cat, there's no real place to go.
Yeah.
I mean, like they can't open the doors. All the doors are very heavy. So it's not like a normal house door that if the doors kind of crack, the cat can kind of push in. All of these doors, interior and exterior doors, are heavy because they're meant to be privacy. So like they're renting out a room out of an apartment. And that little stinker was hidden up in her closet. So one side is just the top rod, and then the other side of her closet is the dual rod. And the cat was on the second shelf behind her sweatshirts and her jackets, just hanging out in there. And
can you imagine if she put her hand up there and something jumped out? Oh, I'd shit my pants.
Yeah, so it wasn't that, I mean, it's not that tall. She was able to get up there, but see, our cat used to jump up in the top of our laundry room. She'd get on top of my washer and dryer and jump a good 3-4 feet in this laundry room that the shelves were only this wide. Like, she'd jump up there, and she's a big cat, but she'd jump up there and just like crawl across all my stuff to go lay on my pillow, my towels. Like the towels that I keep that aren't for like guests, those are for like when we have cleanups, when I flood. I have a lot of the extra dirty, like stained towels, and she would go up there and sleep there. I pulled that towel down, and it was so full of cat hair. It wasn't even funny.
Well, my cat, because we have drop ceiling tiles down here.
Oh my God.
Go up in the freaking ceiling and just be.
So you think that there's some up in the ceiling?
No, it's the freaking cat.
I couldn't even imagine. Is that like a Missouri thing to have the drop set towels?
Tile ceilings. Not in our house, but in California, where you like can raise. You mean like the ones where you can like raise up in them, right?
Yeah, like
those.
Like the school. Like the school tile. I've just never seen it.
School tiles.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to compare. I'm just like, that's the only place we used at school. We used to take them out. Yeah, in the art classes, they would take them down, paint them, and then put them back up. So that's.
And we're gonna get nice ones at some point. But yeah, the cat behind this wall is like a big storage shelf, and she climbs up there and gets in the ceiling.
All right, so one tip for everybody, and then we'll close out. So one tip for the fall, what would you tell a new consultant or any consultant? What would you tell them, Lisa?
Share what you love and don't worry so much about what other people like and what other people are going to be annoyed by. If you're not in their inbox badgering them to buy things, but you feel like you want to share what you're warming or you want to share your favorite warmer, They share their kids, they share their coffee, they share their dogs, all of those things I don't really care to see, but you know what? I see them and I like them and stuff because they're my friends. So my friends are going to look at my freaking warmers. So share what you want to share. And don't worry about if someone is going to think this or that of you, because you also don't know who is watching you being like, wow, I wish I could do that. You don't know who you're inspiring. You always think about who you might be annoying, but why don't you swap that around and think about who you might be inspiring?
I love that.
I love that, because I was going to say be personable
Yeah.
and open to meeting people and being your true self. If you're somebody who's funny, then be funny. If you're someone who's a little shy, maybe you should step outside your comfort zone a little bit and see if you're a bubbly person. You know, like, be you, because like I said 2 weeks ago, that's what people are attracted to. They're attracted to you.
Yes. So on my tip, my thing is, it would be very much the same stuff, is that share what you love. When you share a little insight of yourself, the things that you're doing, the things that you are in love with right now, if it's a book, if it's a movie, if it's a TV show, if it's your cat or dog or your children or your food, share what you love. And at the same time, sprinkle in some of your Scentsy business, because you can share as much as you want. There is no restrictions on Facebook, Instagram. And honestly, I look at this as that my friends that worry about it and talk about, like, you share too much, guys, they're not my friends, because I sit there and support all their businesses. So the ones that are your friends will not care, and the ones that care are not your friends. And that's what I'll end with that tonight.
And they'll unfriend you, they'll unfollow you. It's fine.
Who cares?
You won't even know. You won't even know.
You won't even know until something happens. You think about them and you go to look and it says add friend. And I'm like, thank you. The trash took themselves out.
Yeah,
So,
don't even pay attention. Don't look. I don't think I have ever looked at like my friend list, like the number. I have no idea how many friends that I have. I only know
a lot. It's a lot. I look at your list all the time. I stalk you.
But like, don't look at those things. If that kind of thing bothers you, don't click on it. Like, it doesn't have to be there. Just don't look. Do what you want to do.
Well, guys, this is Who Knows Best. So this podcast is just 4 crazy friends that have decided to sit around for an hour and give you guys the insights to our business. Tonight, we talked about just what is coming up for fall. We're ending up the month of August and going into our fall season with our harvest collection and everything releasing on the 1st. So as a consultant, always find something that you love. And as you guys watch this, just know, if you have not been told today, we love you. You are important, you are strong, and you are so worthy of this business, and you're worthy to share the love. Guys, I am Cassie Bollinger.
Lisa Waxy Cats.
And Robin Hatfield.
Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to our podcast, whatever platform you are on. Make sure you leave us a comment. Let us know what you liked, you didn't like, topics you'd like to hear from us, or anything in between. Guys, we are here to help you, and this is why we share every single week about what we're doing, how we're doing it, and just giving you guys a little insight to our business. So again, we love you all, and we will see you guys next week. If I can find my mouse. Okay.